There's a moment that hurts more than rejection. It's when someone you care about doesn't leave, but they also don't stay. They smile, they reply, they exist, yet something feels empty. You replay conversations in your head, wondering what you did wrong. You tell yourself, maybe I'm overthinking, but deep down you feel it. Her energy changed, her presence faded, and the silence became louder than words. This video isn't about blaming women. It's about understanding emotional distance before it breaks you quietly. Because sometimes the hardest truth isn't being told "I don't want you." It's being shown without a single word. Welcome to Mind Unmasked. In today's lecture, we're going to talk about something many men experience but few truly understand. When a woman loses interest, silently, no arguments, no dramatic goodbye, no clear explanation, just distance. This lecture is not meant to make you bitter, angry, or suspicious. It's meant to make you aware, because awareness protects your dignity, your time, and your emotional health. We'll explore 6 psychological and behavioral signs that often appear when her interest fades, but her words don't, and more importantly, how you should respond when you notice them. Listen calmly. Don't personalize everything. And remember, losing someone's interest does not mean losing your worth. Sign 1, her effort drops, but her excuses increase at the beginning. Effort is natural. She replies without delay. She asks questions. She makes time even when she's busy. When interest fades, effort doesn't disappear suddenly. It shrinks. Replies get shorter. Plans get postponed. Calls turn into texts. Texts turn into reactions. But here's the confusing part. She still explains herself. I've just been really busy lately. I'm dealing with a lot right now. I didn't mean to reply late. Excuses are not lies. They're emotional cushions. When someone genuinely wants to be present, effort adjusts, not disappears. When someone is emotionally leaving, effort becomes optional and excuses become frequent. The mistake many men make is trying to earn effort back by giving more attention, more patience, more understanding. But attraction doesn't grow through chasing explanations. It grows through mutual presence. Sign 2. Emotional conversations slowly disappear. Interest isn't just about attraction, it's about emotional exchange. When she's interested, she shares, she vents, she opens up. She lets you see her inner world. When interest fades, emotional conversations become shallow. She talks about her day but not her feelings. She responds but doesn't reveal. She listens but doesn't connect. You start noticing that you're the only one trying to go deeper. And when you do, she deflects. Don't overthink. It's not that deep. You're being too serious. This doesn't mean you're emotional or weak. It means the emotional door is slowly closing. People don't stop sharing because they're tired. They stop sharing because they're disconnecting. Sign 3. She stops initiating anything. Initiation is one of the clearest indicators of interest. When she cares, she initiates. Conversations, plans, check. In small moments when interest fades, initiation disappears but responsiveness stays. She replies, she reacts, she engages just enough to stay polite. But she never starts. This creates an imbalance where you become the emotional engine of the connection. And the more you initiate, the more pressure you feel. The more pressure you feel, the more anxious you become. The more anxious you become, the less attractive the dynamic feels. Attraction needs space to breathe. Constant initiation suffocates it, especially when it's one-sided. Sign 4. Her body language and tone change. Interest isn't only spoken. It's felt. When someone loses interest, eye contact reduces, touch feels absent or mechanical, laughter feels forced, warmth feels delayed. She's there, but not present. Her voice becomes neutral. Her reactions become predictable. Her energy becomes distant. This is one of the most painful signs because it's subtle but powerful. You can't argue with it. You can't debate it. You just feel it. And many men ignore this sign because it doesn't come with words. But the body often tells the truth before the mouth does. Sign 5. She no longer asks about your life when interest exists. Curiosity exists. She wants to know how your day went, what you're thinking, what you're struggling with, what excites you. When interest fades, curiosity dies quietly. She listens but doesn't ask follow-ups. She hears but doesn't explore. She responds but doesn't invest. You start feeling like you're reporting, not sharing. And slowly, you stop opening up, not because you don't want to, but because it feels pointless. A relationship without curiosity becomes a habit, not a connection. Sign 6. You feel anxious instead of secure. This is the most important sign because it comes from you. When interest is mutual, you feel calm. You feel secure. You feel balanced. When interest fades, anxiety replaces peace. You overthink replies. You analyze tone. You wait longer than you should. You feel unsure where you stand. This anxiety is not weakness. It's your intuition reacting to inconsistency. When someone's words and energy don't align, the nervous system notices. And ignoring this sign is how people lose themselves trying to hold onto someone who's already leaving emotionally. What you should never do. Important for viewer guidance. If you notice these signs, do not beg for clarity, demand reassurance, explain yourself, accuse her emotionally, try to force interest back. Interest cannot be negotiated. Respect cannot be begged for, and connection cannot be forced. The strongest response is emotional self-respect. What you should do instead: step back slightly, regain your rhythm, focus on your life. Observe without reacting. If interest returns naturally, you'll feel it. If it doesn't, you saved your dignity. Silence doesn't always mean confusion. Sometimes it means clarity you're avoiding. Not every ending comes with closure. Not every loss comes with honesty, and not every distance needs an explanation. Sometimes the lesson isn't about her. It's about learning when to stop giving energy to uncertainty. If someone loses interest silently, let them leave silently too, without resentment, without drama, without self-betrayal. Your value is not measured by someone else's attention. Your worth is not defined by someone else's presence. This is Mind Unmasked, where we don't chase illusions. We understand human behavior, and we choose self-respect over emotional confusion. If this lecture resonated with you, stay with the channel. More truths are coming.